Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Aisha Rashid Khan from Southern Business School, University of Southern Punjab, Multan. Today we are going to complete our 8th chapter, Human Capital Management Strategy. By the end of this lecture, students should be able to explain the purpose and importance of a human capital management strategy. Understand the key stages in developing an human capital strategy. Identify possible human capital management measures and their practical applications. Recognize the role of human capital management in linking people, processes, and business performance. Let's start the introduction to human capital management strategy. Human capital includes people's skills, knowledge, and abilities that drive organizational performance. Human capital strategy, a systematic approach to measuring, analyzing, and managing people as assets that create business value. Aim include move beyond traditional HR towards a data-driven, evidence-based approach. For example, instead of saying training improves productivity, human capital management proves it with the data. For example, productivity increased 15% after technical training. Aims of developing an human capital management strategy. According to Armstrong, an human capital management strategy aims to obtain, analyze, and report on data to guide HR and business strategy. Prove with evidence that HR practices deliver superior results. Reinforce belief that people create value. Assess the impact of human capital on business outcomes. Improve HR function effectiveness using HR scorecards. Provide financially relevant data on people. Show HR processes. Provide value for money. For example, linking attrition reduction strategies with cost savings and productivity improvements. Frameworks for developing an human capital strategy include: number 1 step, decide human capital management goals. Purpose, define what the organization wants to achieve through people. For example, improve talent retention, strengthen leadership pipeline, increase workforce productivity, enhance employee engagement. Why it matters, clear goals, guide what to measure, and what HR initiatives to prioritize. For example, a company with high turnover human capital management goal is to improve retention by 20% in 2 years. Step 2 includes identify measures. Purpose, choose relevant data points that reflect progress towards goals. For example, turnover rate, training ROI, engagement survey results, productivity per employee. Why it matters? Not all data is equally useful. Focus on matrices that directly influence business strategy. For example, if leadership is a goal measure percentage of my managers in development programs. Succession planning coverage includes step 3, collect and analyze data, sources of data, HR function effectiveness, HR scorecards, employee opinion surveys, performance management systems, business performance balance scorecards. Why it matters? Data gives HR evidence to prove people impact business outcomes. For example, engagement surveys plus productivity data may show that highly engaged teams are 15% more productive. Step 4 include establish causal links, and the purpose is to connect people, measures to business outcomes. Why it matters? Proves HR is not just administrative but strategic. For example, link leadership development, higher engagement, better customer service, increase sales. For example, a telecom company links customer service training to fewer complaints and higher customer retention. And the step 5 includes develop and implement human capital management strategy. And the action, roll out HR initiative based on insights and the possible initiatives, talent management programs, rewards and recognition systems, skills development and training, performance management improvements. Why it matters? Insights become valuable only when turned into action. For example, if attrition data shows younger employees are leaving, human capital management strategy could include career growth programs and mentorship opportunities, linking human capital strategy with business strategy and business drivers. Business strategy examples growth, revenue, profit, mergers, market development, competitive advantage, cost leadership, product innovation. Business drivers includes innovation, productivity, customer service, quality. Stakeholders satisfaction, stakeholders, employees, governments, community. HR responses, human capital management initiatives. Talent management, leadership development, performance management, reward management, engagement strategies. For example, if growth through innovation is the business driver, human capital strategy invests in skills development, creative talent, recruitment, and reward system that encourage innovation. Work profile, what it includes: gender, age, race, diversity, employment type, full-time, part-time, length of service. Why it matters? Helps to understand demographics of the workforce, identifies diversity gaps. For example, not enough women in leadership roles, predicts future challenges such as retirements if a large percentage of employees are near retirement age. And the action is that create diversity policies, succession planning, or targeted recruitment to balance the workforce. For example, if 70% of the workforce is above 50 years, the company must prepare for retirement by training younger employees or hiring replacements. Retention and attrition, what it includes: employee turnover rate, cost of attrition, recruitment plus training plus productivity loss. Why it matters? High turnover is equal to low commitment. High cost identifies departments or job roles where people leave frequently, and the action develop retention programs. Better rewards, career developments, recognition. For example, if annual turnover in sales is 35%, HR can investigate causes, low pay, job stress, and redesign retention policies. Skills and development, what it includes: training hours per employee, percentage of managers in development programs, succession planning. And the coverage is that why it matters shows investment in skills and future readiness. Succession planning ensures continuity in leadership and critical roles. And the action is that launch leadership developments, reskilling, or technical training to close skill gaps. For example, if only 20% of managers have successors identified, the company is at risk if leaders suddenly leave. And the reward and pay, what it includes: compact ratio, actual pay versus policy pay, bonus levels, pay reviews, equity pay audits. Why it matters? Ensures fairness, competitiveness, and alignment between pay and contribution, identifies pay gaps, for example, gender pay inequality, and the action is that adjust pay structures. Implement performance-based rewards, ensure compliance with equal pay laws. For example, if female employees earn 10% less than males in the same role, HR must address the gap to ensure fairness. Performance and engagement includes percentage of employees with formal reviews, contribution of ratings, engagement survey results. Why it matters? Identifies how well employees are performing and how motivated they are. shows whether performance ratings are consistent and fair across departments. And the action: strengthen performance appraisal systems, increase employee recognition, improve leadership quality. For example, engagement surveys show employees feel undervalued. HR can design recognition programs to boost motivation. Health and safety, what it includes: accident severity and frequency rates, sickness and absenteeism rate. Why it matters: directly impacts productivity and employee well-being. High absenteeism is equal to low morale, poor work environment or stress. And the action: introduce wellness programs, improve safety training, flexible working arrangements. For example, high absenteeism could mean poor engagement. HR may respond with wellness programs, employee assistance, or flexible hours. Number 7, value creation. What it includes: cost savings from employees and the suggestions, revenue increases linked to HR initiatives. ROI, return on investment from training programs. Why it matters: proves that HR initiatives generate financial benefits. And the action: continue investing in people-driven innovation and training that show positive ROI. For example, a suggestion scheme saves $100,000 in production costs, proves employees' ideas create measurable values. And the challenges in implementing include human capital management strategy, emphasis on measurement without action, difficulty proving direct cause effect between HR and performance, required strong alignment between HR and business leaders. And the practical notes: start small, use readily available data, turnover, training hours, payroll cost before expanding. And the conclusion: the role of human capital management strategy. Opportunity: recognize people as strategic assets driving organizational success. And the challenge: HR professional must develop skills to analyze, interpret, and communicate data effectively. And the benefit: better business decisions, improve transparency for stakeholders, long-term organizational sustainability. And a well-developed HR human capital strategy transforms HR into a strategic partner that provides evidence-based insights on how people contribute to business performance. And the discussion question should be: why is it important to link HR practices with business strategy? Which human capital management measure? Example: attrition, training, ROI engagement surveys. Do you think is most valuable for organizations today? Why? How can HR prove to top management and human capital creates real business value? Thank you.